Hello everyone. So we are doing convergence and divergence of any positive infinite series. So in previous video we did D'Alembert's ratio test. So D'Alembert's ratio test is based on the ratio of n plus 1th term and nth term. So by the name itself it clears that what we have to do. Now the next test is Cauchy's root test. So again it is clear that we have to, this method is based on the root. Whenever we have to find square root, what we do? X power 1 by 2. Whenever square root means power 1 by 2. Cube root means power 1 by 3. So here we take nth root. That is why this is named as root test, and since Cauchy has given this, so it is named as Cauchy's root test. So if summation un be any infinite positive term series, then Cauchy's root test says that this series converges if n tends to infinity, un power 1 by n is less than 1. Now here we need not to find n plus 1th term. With the nth term only we can decide whether it is convergent or divergent. So un power 1 by n, that means we are taking nth root and limit n tends to infinity. So if this value is less than 1, we say the given series converges. If this value is greater than 1, then we say that given series diverges. And again if it is equal to 1, then this test fails. We cannot decide based on this test. So here we are taking these two examples only. So these two cases only. So let's take first example. Check the convergence of summation n cube by 3 power n. So as we know that this is the series, then this is the nth term. You can compare this with this and we say that nth term is, so here I can write that nth term is n cube power divided by 3 power n. Now for ratio test, for root test we have to take power 1 by n. So un power 1 by n is n cube by 3 power n whole power 1 by n, and whole power 1 by n means I can separate this. So 3 power n divided by 3 power n divided by n. So this becomes 1. So numerator becomes 3n power 3 by n, and here it is 3. So now we have to apply the limit. Limit n tends to infinity, un power 1 by n is equal to limit n tends to infinity n power 3 by n by 3, and 3 is free from n, so I can write it 1 by 3 limit n tends to infinity n 3 power n, which is equivalent to, I can say that limit n tends to infinity n power 1 by n, and where this 3 has gone, whole power 3. Okay. This is the property of limit, said that we can take that n terms together and that constant value we can take out. So this can be written as 3. If you go in reverse, you will see this is equivalent to this. Now what is this value equal to? Here you can remember, this is the standard result. Limit n tends to infinity n power 1 by n is 1. If the same variable is there, then this becomes 1. This is the standard value you can remember, or you can find out using L'Hospital rule. I am sure everyone is aware of, everyone knows what is L'Hospital rule. So using that you can verify this and you can check what is the value, or here you can use it directly. So this is equal to 1 by 3, 1 power 3, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is less than 1. So therefore we conclude that given series is convergent. So in this case you have to take nth root, that is why it is known as root test, and you need not to find n plus 1th term. Directly you can take the nth term and check the convergence. Let's take one more example. By then you note it down. Let's take the next example. Given series is as this, we have to test for the convergence. So let's write the nth term first. un term. So how to write un term? Check the pattern how it is going. If it is first term, then it is 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 by 1 and the same is there. If it is second term, 2 plus 1. That means whatever term we are taking, we have to take plus 1. So I am taking nth term, so I have to take n plus 1 divided by n. Now what about the power? Power is n plus 1. So this power is n plus 1. Similarly, since powers are same, so this power also becomes n plus 1. So I have written the first value. Now whatever ratio is there, the same ratio has to be with subtraction. So this has to be n plus 1 divided by n. Then whole power. So when this is first term, power is minus 1. When it is second term, power is minus 2. When it is third term, power is minus 3. So when it is nth term, power has to be minus n. Now as I told you, once you write nth term, you should always verify first 3 terms at least. So let's check the third term. So third term is n equal to 3. So if you put n equal to 3 here, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 power 4. So you are getting 4 power 4. Then 3 power 4 minus 3 plus 1, 4 power 3 power minus 3. Similarly, you can verify second term also. So you should always make sure that you have written the correct nth term by verifying at least first 3 terms. Then Cauchy root test, we have to find out un power 1 by n. So when you take un power 1 by n here, what will happen? N power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 divided by n. Power, when you take 1 by n, this n will cancel, so you get only minus 1. Okay, you can take whole power 1 by n and can verify also. So you get this. Now we have to apply limit. Limit n tends to infinity. Un power 1 by n. Limit n tends to infinity. And now let's simplify this value. So what we are getting? I can write this n plus 1 power n into n plus 1 power n divided by n power n. What we have done? We have just splitted this value. So n plus 1 power n into n plus 1 and divided by n into n power n. So I have taken these values in this form, minus n plus 1 by n. So which term is common? N plus 1 by n is common here. So let's take that common. N tends to infinity. N plus 1 by n I have taken out of the bracket. Power minus 1. Do not forget this. And n plus 1 power n by n, or let's take this inside the bracket only, divided by n minus 1. Power 1 minus. Since power is same, so I have taken in this form. So now again I can write this. Since it is minus 1, shall I write, or keep it as it is, 1 plus 1 by n power minus 1. That will be easier for us to write. 1 plus 1 by n minus 1. Here limit goes with this also. Limit n tends to infinity. 1 plus 1 by n power n minus 1 whole power minus 1. So what we have done, wherever we had n, we have applied the limit. So this value becomes, with this, make it bracket here, this value is separate and this value is separate. Now this value is equal to, when I put n equal to infinity, this value becomes 0. So this is 1. So first term becomes 1 here. Now let's check what we are getting here. As we know that limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n power n is e. So we get e minus 1. Minus 1. And what is e? E is greater than 1. So this value is greater than 0. But here it is minus 1. So this value becomes, or you can write 1 upon e minus 1. So since this is 2 point something, so this is greater than 1, so this value becomes less than 1. So we can say that the given series is convergent. Okay, since e is greater than 2 point something, so this value is greater than 1, therefore this complete value becomes less than 1. So the given series is convergent. So you can conclude in the last, therefore given series is convergent. So we have seen that in Cauchy root test we have to find out nth term and we have to take nth root, that means power 1 by n, and based on that we can conclude whether the series is convergent or divergent. In D'Alembert's ratio test we have to take the ratio of n plus 1th term and nth term, and after applying the limit we have to see whether the series is convergent or divergent. So I hope this is clear to you. Keep practicing and see you in next video.